Hi there. It's May 31st, and the last day of the month, and the last chapter of Proverbs for the 21st time. Let's jump over there. Now, this is the last chapter. The first section here is, and it says in verse 1, the words of King Lemuel, an oracle that his mother taught him. Okay. Now, Lemuel was something that Solomon's mother, Bathsheba, called him. Okay. And this oracle prophecy, words of advice, right, that his mother taught him. Did he heed these words? No. Well, some of them not. Well, let's read this. O my son, O son of my womb, son of my vows, do not give your vigor to women or your ways to what ruins kings. Did he heed that advice? No, he did not. Okay. 700 wives. He wanted to expand his kingdom, so he would accept kings' daughters, princesses, in marriage, and he would bring them down to expand his kingdom. He had one of the largest kingdoms at the time, right? And he also had 700 wives. But to keep them happy, he would let them bring their gods. He would let them set up temples to their gods, which angered the only true God, right? And was his ruin. Right? So, first piece of advice. This is good advice for any ruler, right? It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to crave strong drink, lest they drink, forget what is decreed, and pervert justice for all the oppressed. Right? Let's make this a different color. It isn't for kings, O Lemuel, not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to crave strong drink. Okay? We have a lot of rulers, representatives, they think they're rulers, that appear to be drunk sometimes when they're working, okay? That changes the way you think, changes the way you decide things. Yeah. They drink and forget what is decreed and pervert justice for all the oppressed. Here's what you do with strong drink. Give strong drink to one who is dying, and wine to those who are bitterly distressed. Let him drink, forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Okay? So, a lot of people don't read this part of the Bible. Right? It says it's okay to drink. It doesn't say it's okay to get drunk. Okay? Everywhere in the Bible that talks about drinks, it says do not get drunk. But it's okay to have a few drinks, right? Forget your poverty, forget your misery, right? Right there in the Bible. Okay, verse 8. Open your mouth on behalf of those unable to speak, for the justice of all who are destitute. Open your mouth, judge righteously, plead the cause of the poor and needy, right? Poor and needy are oppressed, all right? The rich take advantage of them, they beat them down. It's a king's job, a ruler's job, too, right? To help these people, right? Help the poor. That's what Jesus says that everywhere. Help the poor. Okay, so those are the words from Bathsheba to Solomon. Good advice for anybody. Okay, now this last part, the rest of 31, these verses from 10 on, is a very old acrostic poem, which means it went in succession with the letters of the Hebrew alphabet. A is for this, B is for this, A is for this. And it was taught to little girls, okay? It was taught to children. Not one woman do all these things. It's the valor, a woman of valor, it calls it here. So let's read this. An accomplished woman who can find her value is far beyond rubies. Her husband's heart trusts in her, and he lacks nothing valuable. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax, and her hands work willingly. She is like merchant ships bringing her sustenance from afar. She rises while it is still night and provides food for her household and portions for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it. From the fruit of her hand she plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength and invigorates her arms. Invigorates her arms. She discerns that her business is good. Her lamp never goes out at night. She extends her hands to the spindle, and her palm grasps the spinning wheel. She spreads out her palms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her house, for her whole household is clothed in scarlet wool. She makes her own luxurious coverings. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gates when he sits among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them. She supplies sashes to the merchants. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the days to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom. A lesson of kindness is on her tongue. Kindness. That. A lesson of kindness is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and bless her. Her husband also praises her. As her husband says this, many daughters have excelled, but you surpass them all. Right? That's the way we should feel about our wives. Right? It continues. I like this verse. That's why it's highlighted. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears Adonai will be praised. Right? Give her the fruit of her hands and let her deeds be her praise at the gates. Right? Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain. A woman who fears Adonai. Okay? You are looking for a wife. You were looking for a woman, right? Who loves the Lord, who has a heart for the Lord, right? Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, and it will fade, okay? Some says it will fade. You want a woman who fears the Lord, first and foremost. Right? So there you go. That's Proverbs 31, okay? I'll have to highlight here, but we'll go over the highlights anyways. Right? Bathsheba warned King Solomon, do not give your vigor to women or your ways to what ruins kings. It did, unfortunately. Meaning that women are the destruction of kings if they haunt them. You know what happened to Solomon, right? 4 and 5 is highlighted. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine or for rulers to crave strong drink. Lest they drink, forget what is decreed, and pervert justice for all the oppressed. You know, biblical kings are not supposed to drink not wine, not strong drink. Okay? Not strong drink. Now, our president now doesn't drink alcohol, has never drank alcohol. So he's covered by this, right? Many of our representatives do, and it's painfully obvious, right? 6 and 7. Give strong drink to one who is dying, and wine to those who are bitterly distressed. Yeah. Have grief of heart, it says over here. So, wine doth comfort the heart. Let him drink, forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. So, strong drink was meant for those bitterly distressed, right? Grief of heart, poverty, misery, dying, sick. That's who that belongs to. Okay? Just don't get drunk. And then the acrostic poem, all the values of a good wife. Just one word: kindness. A lesson of kindness. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and a lesson of kindness is on her tongue. Right? That 30 is important. Charm is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears Adonai will be praised. Right? And charm and beauty, you know what they're talking about, right? That stuff goes away, okay? It does. You want a wife who has a heart for the Lord, first and foremost, right? A heart for her home, right? Values her time. Good stuff. So there you go. And that finishes the book of Proverbs for another month. So, writing. This was the 21st time. Tomorrow we will start the 22nd time. And I'm not sure which version we're going to do yet. I'm thinking the Holman Christian Standard, or I'll find a version that, I haven't done yet. I've repeated a lot, about 10 or 12 versions, and there are hundreds of good, right, Bible translations out there. We'll find one that's interesting, And if you go to YouTube in the playlist under Proverbs Studies, you can find if you want it studied in the version that you read, you'll probably find it in there. Okay, every month, and the descriptions are in every month, the version we're doing, right? And we do a different version each month. So, and tomorrow we'll start another version. Okay, we're doing this 24 times, and tomorrow we'll begin the 22nd time. So it's cool. Another month down. Okay, stay tuned later today. We're at day 151, I believe, of our Through the New Testament in a Year, and I think we're in John 12. I think we're starting John chapter 12. So look for that later. And tomorrow we'll do this again. Give us a like if you think about it. And we'll be getting it tomorrow. See ya.